Let's get started. We're going to jump right into this today. Sometimes we don't have a lot of time. We just need like 30 minutes to power in, get grounded back into ourselves. So, cue up your music. We're going to get started in tabletop. Take time to get grounded into the space. And however that resonates for you, in my classes, I talk a lot about breath, like feeling that connection underneath the body and feeling grounded onto your mat. We're taking full permission and control to be wholly into your space. And sometimes in our tabletop, we sort of instantly come into these cat-cows, but that might be what's calling to you. So just take a moment to just really take a wearing scan of your body and seeing what's needing some attention. Sometimes you're just simplicity of getting some release into the arms. Sometimes it's just staying in stillness. We're just going to take a moment here to just organically step into our space. And however that resonates to us. And as you do this, coming into intentional breath. And what I mean by that is really feeling the grace of your inhale and the release of your exhale. I know for me, it just helps me bring my further awareness into the space and keep my focus right here. We're going to be here for 8 more breaths. So check in with the hips, the knees, the shoulders, all the way to the fingers. If you've done something to the left side, maybe it's time to take that over to the right. Then you'll come back into stillness. We're going to come into a child's pose. The knees will come to touch the knees to the edges of the mat and extend those hands forward. And I want you to press into the palms of your hands. Feel that awakening warmth of your connection. You're going to take a deep breath in and a heavier breath out. And then start to guide yourself back into your table. And then you're just going to come to stand in front of your mat. And feel that solid connection underneath the soles of your feet. Relax the arms by your side. You're going to lift up all 10 toes. And just feel the connection underneath the soles of your feet. And then you'll lower your toes back to your mat. And then you're going to extend your right hand up to sky. Find that length through the right side of your body. Just let your left arm slide down your body as you take a gentle side bend over to the left. And just finding a place to affix your gaze. You start to bring some deeper awareness into your space. And then come back up into center. Lower that arm down and then reach up through the left. And carry that length over to the right. Come back up into center, lowering that arm down by your side. You're then going to take your right hand to your left wrist to hug the shoulder blades together. Hug in through center. And with a gentle bend into your knees, you're going to release into a fold. Resting your hands on your back. Feeling that awakening into the hamstrings, the knees, the calves, maybe down to the ankles. And then you'll lower your hands down to your mat. Bring your hands to your shins and find length through the back side of your body. Think about reaching the crown of your head forward, pressing the hips back. Use your exhale to release into the fold. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale, find length. Exhale, release into the fold. On your inhale, reach both hands up to sky. On your exhale, bring hands into heart center. And then you're going to step your feet hip-width distance apart. Again, just relax the arms by your side. And this time you're going to roll your shoulders towards your ears and engage them into the back side of the body to see if you stand just a little bit taller. And just take a few moments to come into some smooth breathing. I always like to remind people that your breath is the guide for your practice. You're going to use your inhale to reach up. Use your exhale to release into the folds. On your inhale, find length through your body. Exhale, fold. You're going to ground your hands on your mat so you can step to the back of your mat. You'll then lower your knees down and lower all the way down to your abdomen. Hug those elbows in next to your side. On your inhale, you're going to lift up into a baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up. Gaze is on the floor in front of you. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. This time you're going to lift your hands from your mat and start to feel some warmth igniting into the back side of your body. Smooth and steady breath. 2 more breaths here. You're then going to set your hands back to lift up into a full cobra. Gaze is straight forward. Downward facing dog. You might take a little sway of the hips from side to side. Maybe take a little bend into the right knee and a bend into the left knee. But then you'll extend your right foot to back of space. Use your exhale to guide your right foot to your hands. You're going to rise up into your warrior one. To rotate that left heel down, rise up with gaze straight forward. Feel that awakening into the front side of the body. You're going to lower hands behind back, taking your right hand to the left elbow. So hands to opposite elbows, and then fold forward. Keeping your arms rested onto your back. Getting some awakening into the inside of that right quad. You're then going to lower hands to your mat so you can walk yourself into a straddle fold. Now you might have to step this left foot back just a little bit to find some alignment. But then you'll find some length through the body. Release into the fold. Hands come into your ankles and just hug in through center. Maybe there's a gentle sway of the hips from side to side. But then you'll bring your left hand to your mat. You're going to bring your right hand to your lower back. And just guide that heart open as you gaze over to the right side. And then you'll lower that right hand down, left hand to your back. Rotate over to the left. And release that, lower that left hand back down. Inhale for length. Exhale, fold. You're then going to walk your hands to the back of your mat. So you can come into your warrior one on the left side. So those left toes point forward. Rotate the right heel down. Rise up. You'll lower hands behind back. Take hands to opposite elbows. And lower in. Feel some gentle awakening into the inner quad. You'll lower hands to your mat. And you're just going to walk your hands all the way back to the front of your mat. And mindfully step forward. Inhale for length. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach both hands up to sky. Exhale, hands in the heart center. Inhale, reach it up. Use your exhale to release into the fold. On your inhale, find length through your body. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach both hands up to sky. Exhale, hands into heart center. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, release. Inhale for length. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, find length. Exhale, fold. You're going to step back into your plank with knees lifted or lowered. Lower all the way to your abdomen. Inhale, lift up into a baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Lift up into your downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a heavier breath out. You're then going to lift your left foot from your mat and guide your left foot to your hands. I'm just going to rotate the other way so I'm not facing towards the camera. Rotate the right heel down. This time you're going to come into your extended side angle. So hand comes to a block or hand to your mat and reach up through the right. And then reach that hand forward. Feel that gentle awakening into the front side of your body. And then rise up into your warrior two. Find that length. You're going to tuck the right hand into the left hip. Exalt the warrior, reach it back. Warrior two. Exalt the warrior. Warrior two. Exalt the warrior. Warrior two. And then you're going to come into a gentle side angle. See if there's a little bit more to release on that side. You'll come into your warrior two. You're going to release the warrior reaching up through the hands. Then we're just going to take all that to the other side. So the right toes will point to the back of your mat. Warrior two. And then guide yourself into your extended side angle, which might require a block. So maybe place a block underneath the hand to bring the floor closer to you. And then reach out through the left. And then rise up into your warrior two. Exalt the warrior. Warrior two. Exalt the warrior. Warrior two. This time you're going to take your left hand into your right hip. Reach it back, find that awakening. And then you'll release coming into your Side angle with your forearm onto your quad, reaching out, seeing if there's a little bit more to release. Warrior two. Release the warrior. Toes point towards the side edge of your mat. Hands come to your hips. Press the hips back, reach crown of head forward. Long line. You'll bow forward, hands come down to your mat. Inhale for length. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach both hands up to sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Deep breath in. Exhale, release. Hands to the hips. Press the hips back, reach crown of head forward, long line. Let your hands fall down to wherever they come to. And then you'll just walk your hands back to the front of your mat. So you can step to the front of your mat. Inhale for length. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach both hands to sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for length. Exhale, fold. Step back into your plank. Take a vinyasa through. And just check in with yourself when you're downward dog. You're going to lift your right foot from your mat. From your right knee to your right elbow. Reach it back. Curl it in. Reach it back. Curl it in. Reach it back. You're going to pull your right to your left elbow. Extend that right foot up to come into your fallen star. Lift it up. You'll then lower that left hand back to your mat. Extend right foot to back of space. Right foot back on your mat. Lift up through the left. Curl it in. Reach it back. Curl it in. Reach it back. Curl it in. Reach it back. Left to the right, fallen star. Extend out through the left hand. Reach up through the heart. Lower that hand back. Reach back to the left. Lower that foot back to your mat. Look to your hands. Step, float, or walk to the front of your mat. Inhale for length. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach both hands up to sky. On your exhale, come into cactus arms. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale for length. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach both hands up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Step the feet together. Utkatasana. Hug it in through center. Lifted hands, lifted heart. Hands come into heart center. Deep breath. Exhale, fold. Inhale for length. Exhale, fold. You're going to heel your feet to the side edges of your mat to come into a Malasana squat. Heels in, toes out. Drop the hips, lift the heart. Feel some awakening to the inside of the quads. You'll then lower your hands to your mat. You can take a little arm balance here if it calls to you. Good. You'll lower your hands down, knees come into the upper arms. Ground in, hug those elbows into center. The hands are forward. Lift in the hips. Find your flight. You'll then lower down wherever it calls to you. Hands in the heart center. And then you'll just come to a seat. You'll send your right foot forward. Get grounded in. Hands will frame your right hip. And you'll take a little gentle fold. You're going to bring your left hand to the inside of your left quad. Hand comes to your right toes or ankle. Just find some gentle awakening as we provide a little bit more warmth into the body. And I'm just placing that block in front of my foot just to help me go a little bit deeper into my fold. And then come back up into center. We're just going to take all that to the other side. The left foot comes inside of the left leg. Hands frame that left leg. Walk your hands towards that foot. Wherever the hand comes to, right hand comes to the inside of the right quad, just hugging that hip open. And start to guide yourself back up. And both feet forward. Just little wiggle of the knees. And then you're going to bring the soles of your feet to the side edges of your mat. You're going to lower both your knees over to the left. Right hand comes over to take a gentle twist. Find that elongation through the backside. And then release that twist to come back into center, extending both feet out. Feet will come to touch. Reach it up. And exhale, release into the fold. And then bring yourself back up into center. Soles of feet come to your mat. Lower both your knees over to the right. Left hand comes over to the right. Gentle twist. Just think about ringing out the day. And release, coming back into center. You're going to locate one of your blocks and just set it to the side of your mat. And then you're going to come to lay down. And just hug your knees into your chest. Take a happy baby. Gentle movement, however it awakens to you. You release your hands from your feet, hugging your knees into center. And then you're just going to roll up. I'm going to come into a half lotus pose. So we're going to start with the right heel hugged into center. Knee comes open. You might want to locate a block. And you're going to bring your left ankle to your right knee. Little alignment here. This block is here to catch the weight of the knee. We're in this half lotus pose, just getting some awakening into the bottom of the body with a little warmth that we built up this evening or this morning or whenever you're doing this practice. We're just going to take a little moment here to get some gentle awakening into the hips, motion into the body. Just going to start to transition from having our left leg on top to the other side. So you can extend both feet forward, make a little jostle of the knees. And then the left will come over. We'll tuck under. The right will stack on top. You might locate that block. Place underneath the knee. Just provide yourself a little bit more support. If you have a full lotus in your practice, you're just switching the legs, right's on top. And just start to mindfully release into the space. Follow your right foot back to your mat. Left foot will come to your mat. I'm just extending both feet forward, a little jostle of the knees. And then you're going to come to lay down. And we're going to come into a deep Vrita Karani. So you're going to lift up your hips and place that block underneath the sacrum and extend your feet up to sky. And then take a deep breath in and a heavier breath out. Deep breath in and exhale, let it go. And you'll bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your abdomen. And just check in with yourself. As we're guiding ourselves to our final space of practice. Just checking in to see if there's anything else the body's asking for, or the mind is asking for, the heart space is needing as we're guiding ourselves into a place of gentleness. And then lower your hands back down to your mat. You can stay right here or take any other pose that calls to you. The place for Shavasana speaks differently to all of us. So find what calls to you today. My intention for this little mini practice was to offer an opportunity just to kind of reset the energy within and to find a place of stillness. I know for me, sometimes I feel like I don't have time to practice. I don't have time to get on my mat. How am I going to make it all work? And then once I step onto my mat, I then realize, 20 minutes of movement can really just help me press the reset button, ground in my next path ahead. So I really wanted to offer to you a place of finding a little bit of stillness and a little bit of support as we're on this journey together in evoking our fall. I wanted to offer up a different opportunity for practice, that it always doesn't have to be carving out an hour of your day or 45 minutes of your day. Sometimes it can just be as simple as coming onto your mat, doing a few sun salutations. Maybe it's a few half sun A's. Maybe it's just doing some warriors With just some simple movement to feel that full connection to yourself might be that all you need for the day. So just something to keep in mind as we're on this journey on our path of really kind of evoking more strength into our practice. So something I'm wanting to offer to you is that if there's a way that I can support or help you in getting more connected to your home practice, please reach out to me. I am offering an individual one-on-one session with everyone here. So my focus for this entire series is to help people get more grounded into your yoga practice and how that falls into their life. So since we're all these virtual different spaces, I wanted to be able to offer this opportunity just to have a one-on-one talk, to talk about how I can help you support your home practice. So with all that, I will let you take your form of Shavasana, however it resonates with you. You can stay in the legs up the wall, come into a traditional Shavasana, any space that you can rest in stillness for like 5 to 7 minutes. So I will bring my hands into heart center. Such a divine pleasure to have this little mini offering for you today. I bow to you and then to the gratitude of practice, Ashanti Shanti.